Hey Reddit, this is the CNC build I'm working on. Um, it's going to be kind of like a 3D printer shape, with this, an upside down T, kind of, yeah, I used 1" by 2" aluminum extrusion, 20mm rails, the 16mm ball screw setup. So I'm getting there. I built this base or this stand, and I'm building the full enclosure for it. Out of this stuff is like plastic version of cardboard, and then I've got some couple clear pieces to make the door and stuff, and yeah, I'm just building the bigger CNC to do aluminum with. The build plate is going to be about 17 inches by 18 inches, and I'm going to have a Z height. My Z height is going to be about 17 inches also. It's going to have a pretty big Z height for compared to what the other ones I've seen around. And there's my my little CNC. This guy, I think this is a 400-watt spindle on a super cheap eBay kit. I do PCB boards mainly on this, but I do a little engraving. And I'm going to make my big one just like this one. I'm going to I've got the machine shop cutting me out the aluminum 1/2" aluminum plate that's going to be for the base and for a couple other pieces, but and I'm going to drill it and tap it. So I got hold downs, like everybody else does. They drill a grid and tap them and stuff. But I like to use this HDPE, high density polyethylene. I like to use this as the what do they call it, sacrificial board. I've been using it for a while with this one, and I like it, and because I'm going to have a full flood, well, not flood, it's mister. I'm going to have a pretty heavy coolant lubricant going on my machine, so and then I'm going to use this stuff to make like a funnel at the bottom and a catch basin, and so it recirculates and all that. And because I'm going to have all this coolant lubricant going, I don't want to use wood for the sacrificial board. That's why I'm going to go with this HDPE stuff, and I'm going to make the controller circuit board from scratch myself. And so since I'm going to make it from scratch, that's how I'm going to jog my CNC machine around. But let me show you the other stuff in this other room here. This is the 2200 watt eBay spindle, 2200 watts, and this is the cutting fluid I got. I don't know, I just picked it because it was cheap. And water cooling system for the spindle, and I've got an air compressor coming. There's my other ball screws and my other linear rails. Here's the rest of the stuff to put together the top part, which I've got to wait on them aluminum plates I got the machine shop making for me before I can go further on the top part. Stepper motors, NEBA 23s, the better ones. And I got some cheap controller. These are were they TC 6600 or something, I forget what they are. They're the cheap ones. I'm probably gonna build my own driver control boards eventually, but I bought the cheap ones just to get going with. I can build that circuit. It's just an H-bridge. It's not a big deal. So yeah, I haven't got it together yet. I'm waiting on some stuff, but you know, I just wanted to show you guys what I'm working on. It's gonna be an interesting build. I haven't really seen that many people build CNC machines with a really good Z-axis. That would, you know, I'm going to have a good 17 inches at least on the Z-axis, and you know, I'm building this. You know, it's going to be just like a, you know, shaped like that pretty much. Even though I'm going to have the Y, or was that the X-axis, and then the Z-axis is going to be on the Y-axis, so it's not going to be two screws on the side like that. It's going to be attached, and I'm going to have a 6.5 inch by 2 foot by 1/2 inch thick aluminum plate to run that. So I'm hoping this will be pretty solid. And then underneath the here, I'm not just putting these like that. I've got this 1/4 inch steel I'm going to cut, and that's going to be underneath each one of these to give it some more rigidity. And I'm going to have to put a extra fuse box, an extra breaker box in my house to even run this damn thing. So I've got an extra breaker box ordered, and then I'm going to have to wire it up, and it's going to be put it somewhere on this wall here. But yeah, this is the project I'm working on. I've got a million other projects, but this is the one I'm really focused on right now. These are all the boards and stuff cut for the enclosure part. They're just going to go on there like that or whatever, and I'm going to build the enclosure out of this stuff here. So there's a 3D printer frame project. Yeah, I got halfway done, and then I just moved on to this one. But yeah, I was going to show you guys what I'm working on. It'll be pretty cool when I'm done. Alright, later.